So in earlier session, right, we have seen import and export management. So how we can import uh, data, transactional data, or the account, the base data, right, to application, and how we can export that data back to analyze or to export or to import into some other system. So in this import itself, we might have parent and child relationships. So when we importing, if we want to import uh, along with the parent, the child records, so then we need to use the hierarchy import. So let's quickly go to the tools and import management. So the example for this is if you have opportunity import, then so with opportunity import, you will also have the revenue lines. So you want to import along with that header, opportunity header. So in that case, this method will be useful. So if even before that, you have already seen that for templates, you need to go to import objects and search for the object, get the template. So whether it's a child object or top level object, any object, you can get the template here. And you can see what is the parent object for that object if it is available. So it will show the parent object here. You may also see the hierarchy of the objects. So once you get the template, right, you will prepare the individual files. For example, for opportunity, let me search for opportunity. So now you can see for opportunity, there is no parent object. So this is the top level object. And within this, we have the campaign, competitor, contact, deal, lead, partner. So, right, and then revenue, opportunity revenue, and so on. So for some of the objects, so if the object is child, right, so then we can use this import hierarchy. We can import along with child object. So for that, first to get the template right, so you can download this opportunity and you can prepare the opportunity header file. Then for child, you select this template and you download this file. So for preparing the files, right, we need to make sure some points to import into this hierarchy format. Opportunity will have two primary keys. So the key will be always opportunity ID. So for any object, there will be two unique IDs. One is system generated, one is the record number that we can overwrite during creation. Opti ID will be generated by system, right? So this we can't change, and we can't give the our own opportunity ID. So this is always system generated. So then we have one more column, opportunity number. Opti number. So this is uh, the field that we can provide our own opportunity number. So this opti number will be useful. Suppose you have some existing data. Maybe if you are migrating from some other system to Oracle Fusion Cloud, so then you can use this opti number as a source system reference number. And Opti ID is always generated with an Oracle sales cloud by this thing. So, so this Opti number we will be using for hierarchy because we can give our own number and we can map the child object also. So that this is the child, this is the parent, and for this parent you import this child records. Okay. Here at opportunity header level, we have Opti. And when you go to the revenue, so you have the same Opti number column here. For other objects, maybe the API name might be little different, but we need to we need to see the parent record number. In this case, it is Opti number. We have the same number here. Okay. So for importing opportunity header, right? I just provided only the name column because that's the only required field in this environment. And if you want, you can always include the other header information. Okay. For now, I'm just using only Opti name, and I'll be giving the records something like I'll give 3 records. And also, so I just prepared three opportunity records to input. Okay. So you can note if you don't give this opportunity number manually in the file, so the system will automatically generate it in its own defined format. But if you give specifically the Opti number, it will take this. So now our header file preparation is completed. So now, so the file format should be in CSV UTF-8, comma d dot CSV file, and you save this file. So this is the header file. Now, if you so this columns and all, right? So as per previous session, so you need to get the download template and you need to keep whatever the fields you want. And same way, you will download the file for opportunity revenue, and you will include the headers column, the data, whatever you want, opportunity revenue elements. So here I'll be including for the first opportunity, right? So I'll be importing one product group and one product item. Okay. And for this, I'll just use one item and one product. So now, even if you go to here in opportunity revenue, so we'll include some other fields like quantity, etc. Quantity price. So quantity attribute name is this. So Let me check the exact column for price. So then we can include that field. Okay, this is the that one. Unit price, estimated price. So include this. So now we have imported, we have prepared the file. So wherever the item is there, we provided the item number. Wherever the group is there, we provided group ID, so product group ID and the product number. So now you save this file. So make sure these are the API nodes for auto mapping. So now we prepared the file. This is estimated price. So okay. Now you go to import queue and create import activity. Give the name and select the top level object. So if you even if you want to import the child object, right? So you a top level object, you need to always select the top level object. If you are importing only the child object, then you can select only the child object. But if you are importing both, you always need to select the top level object. Then choose the file, choose the header file. In this case, optiheader.csv. Once you upload this file, you will get an option import hierarchy, import object hierarchy. So this supports only for maybe few objects. It doesn't support maybe not for all, but it supports wherever that this hierarchy supports. Now click on this import object hierarchy. Because of some slowness, it might take some time. We'll just wait. Okay. So once it is loaded, you can see this hierarchy that it supports. So in our case, we want opportunity revenue, right? So we will select opportunity revenue. So whatever the hierarchy that you are going to input, you just need to enable that and you need to upload the respective file. So how the system will map, right, is based on the opti number on. So it checks for the header, the related, and it maps, it takes the data also from the child object and it maps to the respective opportunities. And you know, for child, it is always required the parent record. If there is no parent record, then obviously the child record will get failed. So in this case, I have uploaded the opportunity revenue file and uh, that's all. Just click next. Now it puts to the mapping section where you can check the mapping. So for opportunity, we have opportunity name and opti number. So that is automatically mapped. And you have the next tab that is for opportunity revenue. So all the other related or child object, the hierarchy imports, right? So will come as a different tabs here. If you have multiple hierarchy import files, so all will be shown here. So you can check the opportunity revenue mapping here. So it is mapping. It is mapped to all for all the attributes. You can also check the mapped and unmapped columns, and then you can manually map if needed. Okay, suppose in the import file, you gave something in place of a product type. You gave some space or some extra character. So then system will not identify and it will not automatically map. So then what you can do is uh, you can select the unmapped columns and then you save this import mapping, right? So by default it is automatic. So you save this mapping and then you will have option to drag this target attributes to the map fields. You just need to drag the target field to unmapped column so that it maps automatically. It maps. Okay. So the other way is by fixing the import file with the correct APN. So then it again, if you re-upload the file, it will automatically map. So that's also another option. So validate data option does not support uh, in this uh, in this step, but it will support in the next step in the review submit. But if you want any validates that need to perform for few of the records, so you can do this validate data. For now, I'm not taking because it might take some time. Or let me validate. But if you are importing first time, so it is always better to validate the data and check before importing into the system. You check the error or missing data or required rules, any data, and then you uh, submit the input. Also, it is always a best practice to import uh, one or two records first. If successful, then you import the rest or full data. And import supports only the limit of 50K records uh, per import file. So you need to split the files accordingly, and then you need to submit it. For some objects, it supports large volume data like account, contacts, etc. So no validations, we are good. So now I'm submitting the spec. You also make sure if any advanced options like timestamps, if there is any timestamps, you make sure you provided in the same format in the import file. Once submitted, we just need to wait for some time once to progress, right, to import this process. Then we can verify this the data in the system. So now the import object is submitted. So it will be in queue initially. Okay. So once the queue is completed, so it will become into active imports. And once this is completed for whatever the processes that you are submitted, so it will also show here. And if any unsuccessful imports, that will show here. So without any status, like you can see all the imports here. So if you click here, first it will try to, it has a few steps. queuing import activity, then preparing data for import and importing data. So this is for mapping, validation, etc. And then import. So this is the stage where the import will start. If you hover on it, you can also see the status. Uh, like if you have some 100 records, so how many of them are imported during this importing data process itself in the stage. So you can see we have 3 records. So it is imported 0 out of 3 till now. So you can refresh. So now it imported 3 out of 3 records. The last process will try to generate the files, logs, etc. So if there is any rejection, so the rejected data and the error file will be provided here. So you can review that rejected file or error file to know the error status, and then you correct that data, then you can re-input. So now the opportunity header is completed. Now if you expand here, opportunity is completed. Now it is starting, it is about to start the opportunity revenue. So for that, click on the opportunity revenue. It will also check the same. You can see some statistics here for each import process. Read from the file, loaded successfully, and if there is any error records, then warning records and processor records. The date and time details, sometimes it is just estimated time, so this will not be accurate all the time. So it is imported all the records. Just refresh one more time. It. Okay. So import is completed successfully. Now we go to opportunities, and we can verify whether records are imported or not. So these records are not yet appeared because there is some other process to run. So I'll just quickly run that process to show in the UI. So just run the sub process. It will take a few minutes to reflect. So currently we have this 3 records. So after that process submitted, we can see a few more records, that is 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I'll take one of the record where so we have given the quantity. Okay, so one is product and group of quantity, right? So let's verify this as per for the fourth opportunity 04. So we have item and item group 12 to 13, 23 to 43. So it is fine. It is done. So the amount calculation is automatically done based on the quantity and the estimated price. So the same approach we can follow for other objects also. Um, Even for some custom object, if you have, then you can use the same approach. So the other method, other than the import hierarchy method, is first you import the opportunity header, you get the opportunity number, automatically generated one, and then you can use that new opportunity number here, and then you can import separately the revenue step. So that time you don't need to select the import hierarchy option. You can directly select the opportunity revenue option. So you might be seeing till now, right? Whenever there is some change happened into the system, we usually run this some background processes to sync the change or to reflect the changes, right?